can't you leave me alone?
You do not belong here.
Dars is the man. He'll set you up. Biocells, painkillers, right over
Hey, I told...
Oh, great.
Was that all? Come on, I can tell you have more credits.
I'm good for now.
That's it. Big spender.
I can't stop my ears ringing like the attack.
We have suffered long enough.
When did organized crime become so cheap?
I found the answer. Wisdom lies in the machine god, friends. Join us. In our body, our augmented body, lies our salvation, seekers. We carry the seeds of divinity.
How much longer is it going to be?
Future of the neo-human race. Overcome the flaws of the flesh and the sense.
My wife is going to kill me.
Hey. Is that all the info you need?
Maybe I'll come back later.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Not hesitate. Do not live in fear any longer. Faith in the machine god will bring you peace. The Church of the Machine God does not claim to have all the answers, brothers and sisters. Praise the machine god. Take control of your destiny, brother. I was lost like you, friend. In face of persecution, control of your destiny. Persecution and hatred, I broke. I hated myself. My augmented body. No longer.
Did that come from one of the apartments, maybe?
Come on, let's finish cooking.
ways.
Peace.
Change is thirst, fire, blood, hate. The right future. Open your eyes. Our augmented bodies provide our salvation. We carry the seeds of divinity in us, the future of the neo-human race. Seek and you will find. You will find meaning in the arms of the machine. You will find belonging in the oneness and clarity.
Tragedy for all.
But it wasn't all of humankind who went crazy, Dr. Brother.
The loss of life on all sides.
Walk away!
Surely you cannot claim to be mistreated by governments when they have spent taxpayer
Vy mi
money
z očí, Augu. Nejdřív mi vyhodíš město do vzduchu a teď čekáš, že na tebe...
Legislation forces augmented people out of their homes and into sequestered environments. Fear and experience. That is why I wanted the protect of them. Art had nothing to do with it. We are
Is this really the face of a pacifist? Join the discussion online and let us know what you think. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News. The global leader in information unbiased.
The light of the machine God, friends. Join us. You will find meaning in the arms of the machine. You will find belonging in the oneness and singularity. Not hesitate. Don't live in fear any longer.
Jensen, I'm getting worried. Should I be calling every police station in town looking for you?
That's not necessary. I'll be in soon.
Good, because we've got work to do.
A group of protesters demanding freedom and basic human rights for all. Regardless of augmented. In apparent retribution for that act, vigilante hackers targeted checkpoint collectors and crashed the Shenzhen Stock Exchange. Dar es Salaam. Today, I'm here to bring you another alone. European-based construction giant Deus has successfully International Civil Engineering and Action Plan is the brainchild of Santo CEO Nathaniel Brown. Its flagship project, a glittering engineered city named Urpia, is slated to be completed.
No longer.
Let's do it.
This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Keeping you alive and clearing a way to your future. Proven. Safe.
Around the clock, around the world. Always watching, because you are always watching. I know I am not the only one wondering
Moving from current position.
hoping to achieve following the
Do you despair for your future? Do you search for something meaning, but never seem to find satisfaction? We have the answer.
Блядский.
In our body, our own mental body, by our foundation. We carry the seeds of the wind. We find eons of the rain.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
You will find beyond one singularity. Like you found the answer. Join with the machine, and the future is ours.
Hlášení o pohřešovaných osobách. Po útoku na ružičkově nádraží se stále pohřešuje několik osob. Podrobnosti najdete na webu státní policie. Potenciálně zločinci zranění
Move along, everyone.
Street is off limits or you're buck. Private function. All businesses are temporarily closed.
Something is happening, but I don't know what.
Don't forget about your permit.
I'll clear. All right, give me the address. I think I'd like to see who's behind all this.
Single fucking thing. Make sure there isn't anything in the courtyard.
Wonder what that Vano guy wanted to talk about.
I was stopped by someone named Drahomir at a checkpoint. He sent me here. Apparently you help logs with documentation and upgrade their permits. I was stopped by someone named...
You have the money?
Maybe. You want to tell me what I'm paying for exactly?
You pay to get your name on the list. Melina upstairs, she works on your shiny new permit. You come back in 1 week to pick it up. Standard pickup fee will apply.
How much do you charge people for this?
Not people. Odds. 35,000 credits.
Your buddy said this one was on the house, because I'm such a nice guy.
Drahomir would never say that.
What would he say? Something like, gouge every og sucker I send you for as much money as you possibly can? Is that how this works?
Look, just give me what you have, and I'll put your name on the list. That's how it works. Melina does surprisingly good work, puts more effort in than we ask her to.
I think I've heard all I need to about your offer, and about your friend upstairs. I'm gonna try my chances without the papers for now.
Suit yourself. Only a matter of time before they come knocking at night.
Here. Make sure there isn't anything in the courtyard.
You looking for permit?
That might be it. You don't think one of the logs went to the police? This area is restricted to you, Og. You're, not on the guest list. nothing here.
There's too many shares on the thing.
That might be it. Make sure there isn't anything in the courtyard.
Pouze v případě nouze volejte 112. Na místní oddíl státní policie se obracejte přímo.
Single fucking thing. You don't think one of the logs went to the police? That's the end of it. Behind and inside of whatever you can. There's nothing here. No, we need to clean the courtyard out. Too much cover.
Wonder if Drahomir would let us set up a second checkpoint.
That's the end of
why I never get
Look behind and inside of whatever you can.
Morning.
I do not see a single fucking thing.
Fucking Drahomir.
We need to clean the courtyard out. Too much cover.
Now what?
You should check.
That might be it. You don't think one of the logs went to the police? Okay, stop looking.
What the hell? One of us should go see.
God damn it! Try to flank him! I'm reloading!
Sorry, there was feedback on the sound. I was watching some League of Legends stuff earlier, and I forgot the volume was up on my browser.
Come back later. We're waiting for new ink.
Inside of whatever you can. courtyard out. Too much cover.
Feels like I'm missing something.
What's that? Go on. Now what?
I'll go.
Holy shit, I made it.
Nothing? You'll find many orcs out in the streets already.
City smells wrong.
Going to need
I'm looking forward to squeezing into that uniform
not
tomorrow.
completely broken. White big. Draw his attention.
Your death draws near! Look at my... Not like this! You can't end like this!
Fuck!
It is I who have triumphed! That might be it.
I do not see a single fucking thing. You don't take one of the obvious, please.
Nope. Move along. You looking for permit?
Should get rid of those train cars. Creeping me out.
There's nothing here.
I told him, we need to clean the courtyard out. Too much cover.
There's
I do
nothing.
not see a single fuck.
On the
Right
bright side, we didn't get shot either.
What could that be? Let's go. I think maybe we have exhausted this plan.
That might be it.
I told you, we need to get around. Too much cover.
There I am.
We are losing our values the longer we stay in this place. This is the end. This does not finish the action. Why, you heard it?
How we doing? Put him down. Try, goddammit! Oh. No! No! I don't see him!
program initiated.
If you guys want... Please, don't shoot me!
You want to tell me what's going on here?
Arts and crafts?
I think you work for those scam artists out there. Or do they work for you?
It was never meant to be a scam. More like social services for the disaffected. You know, like no og left behind.
Looks like a forgery ring to me.
I hate the word forgery. I prefer graphic arts activism. I help people to be other people. And seriously, try getting anywhere with forgery on your resume.
You're involved in something that takes advantage of people, and you're worried about your resume?
That may have come out wrong. I mean, yes, career is important, but it's not everything. I know that. I tend to get really nervous when I'm stressed. I'm stressed when... which always just makes things worse. Oh, okay, look. I have no reason to be nervous here, do I? You're totally on my side, right? One of the good guys. Not like Drahomir.
I'm not here to make you nervous. I just need you to explain it to me. The essentials of what's been going on here.
Essentials. Right. Essentially, I was trying to help my augmented friends.
The way I saw it out there, the promise of fake documents was being used to extort people. How does that help them?
The extortion part sucks. I swear to you, I'm totally anti-extortion.
Obviously.
Let me explain better. As the government, they print up these official permits each month, but they only sell them to the rich corporate and military allies. Meanwhile, the other orgs, they get cattled out of the city because their documents aren't up to date enough. That's what was happening to my friends.
Government corruption versus organized crime. and regular people get caught in the middle. You gotta love the classics.
When it was just me, I didn't charge anyone. But then Drahomir shows up and turns it into this big operation with fake checkpoints and ridiculous fees. I didn't want anything to do with that. I wanted to stop.
Why didn't you?
I was scared. Drahomir said he would kill me. Looked at me kind of like you're looking at me now. You're not going to kill me, are you?
What do you think?
I'm not sure yet. Look, the real problem is Drahomir and that checkpoint of his. Without him in the picture, the rest of them couldn't run a lemonade stand. Maybe you could... You know...
You think I just walk around shooting people?
Don't you?
I like knowing there are other options.
Okay, so stab him, scare him, or get the police to do their job for once. I remember Drahomir mentioning this cop who threatened him. She was hanging around his checkpoint. Who knows? Maybe there really is one good cop in Prague.
That sounds like the safest bet. Otherwise, you're asking me to pick a fight with a bunch of guys in uniforms, scam artists or not.
The whole city would come down on you. Still, up to you how you want to handle it.
Right. And just so we're clear, you are going to stop forging documents now.
I don't like getting into trouble. And even worse is other people suffering because of me. No more faking documents ever again. Unless someone really needed one. Then I'd probably do it. I mean, if we knew for a fact that we could help someone, we should do whatever we can, right?
It depends what you have in mind.
The docs I make, they really can fool the authorities. Sort of.
Sort of?
Drahomir flooded the streets with forgeries, so the city started tracking more, adding scanners, validation numbers. Now, unless one of my permits gets activated in the city database, it's just plastic.
So you're telling me these people pay for forgeries and then probably get deported anyway?
It doesn't have to be that way. I have 2 permits that I literally just made. And I think we can really help these people. If you're willing.
Alright, how do we help?
Their names are Edward Broad and Irenka Bauer. Drahomir was going to charge them like 20 more times. But maybe you could just give them the forgeries? Early Christmas present?
You said it's just plastic, that people get deported anyway. How does this help them?
I think I know how to get them activated. As long as you're willing to follow through.
Alright. I'll go meet Edward and Irenka. In the meantime, are you going to be okay here?
Once they learn that Drahomir's been taken care of, the others will leave me alone. He's the one I'm scared of.
We're already taking care of the guys outside. They won't be a problem.
Thank you. As mysterious military types go, you're pretty neat, I guess. By the way, there's a safe over there where they keep their money. I'll give you the code. 2489. Feel free to help yourself.
What about you?
Way ahead of you.
But until then, I have to reiterate some things. You know...
Just because Drahomir
How
looks
are
like
you?
a cop doesn't mean he's a real cop.
Oh.
He showed me his credentials.
Hello.
They look pretty bad.
What's going on over there?
Are you
Oh.
dead?
Keep shooting him, just in case.
You know, we haven't heard much about this Task Force 29 division lately. The one
Just because Drahomir looks like a cop doesn't mean he's a real cop. Interesting, though.
He showed me his credentials.
We were machines, sir. But terror and pain have turned us into souls. There is something struggling within. Moments when something enters into us. Thoughts come upon us which are not of us. We feel what we did not used to feel. We hear voices. Teach us to have children so that we may love them.
Primus, is that you?
Are you Arinka Bauer?
Who are you? Please, take whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
I didn't come here to take anything.
You haven't? Arinka, she gets very scared. Whatever you've come to tell her, you should first tell me. I am the robot Helena. Arinka is not well. We must shield her.
Arinka paid someone to make her an AUG permit, to keep her from being taken to Golem City. That someone wants to come through.
Really? If that's true, we'll be very happy. If we can stay enthralled, maybe they'll even...
There was once a great play that predicted so much. Robots, revolutions, the future of mankind. She memorized all of it. It's her way. It's my way of trying to understand.
I'll take your word for it. Here. This permit is good enough to fool anyone who takes a look at it.
Does this mean I don't have to hide anymore?
It's not that simple. You're still in danger. The permit needs to be activated. Otherwise, a routine scan will mark you for Gollum just the same.
I don't understand.
Sorry. There's no legal way for you to stay here. You should prepare for the worst.
We don't know how to prepare.
I'll take care of the activation. Just keep a low profile until I can get it sorted out.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Leave me alone, you bastard!
Heard you're sitting on some cash, Grandpa.
Oh! Thank you. Thank you so much for what you've done. Thank you. I didn't know what to do. There are not many people a man like me can call on for help.
What do they want?
What everybody wants. Money. To feel strong. At first I thought they were here to take me away. Any moment now, they will take me away.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that.
Don't get that old man's hopes up. Unless... my daughter? Did she send you? She did, didn't she? Why else would you? Please, tell me. When can I see them?
Why would your daughter send me?
I thought maybe she and the little one finally decided to help Grandpa with his permit situation. But she probably understands that I need to avoid detection. It is better not to make contact.
When was the last time you saw them?
A few years. Since the day of the... you know.
The day of the incident?
The time I ran naked onto a football field as a teenager, that was an incident. This was the work of the devil. He closed our eyes, forced us to see what he sees.
It's a long time not to see someone you care about.
It's not their fault. My son-in-law, he keeps them away from me because... well, because...
Because why?
What am I, on trial? Soon you'll be judging me just like he did. Like they all did.
Judging you for what, Edward?
They say I became a monster. In the park. It was during the incident.
You were with your family when the signal went out. Darrow's broadcast. Caused all those hogs to lose control.
I grabbed the youngest by the wrists. We were spinning. We spun like mad. I don't know where it came from. This exhilaration that wasn't mine. It was reckless, I admit. There were mosquitoes in my brain. There was blood. They say that it couldn't have been me. Someone else must have... a stranger, after I blacked out. Please, tell me you believe me. Tell me it isn't possible that I did that to him.
It's not possible, Edward. You would have remembered. When the signal was broadcast, augmented people were made to lose control. Some of them did unspeakable things, but in your case, I don't think you're one of them.
No, I don't think so either. It's just not something I could ever do. Thank you. One of them is still alive, and whether I ever get to see him or not, I want to remain as close as I can. I want to remain in Prague.
Here, this permit should fool anyone at a glance.
I remember the officer saying I would have to pay again. Is that true?
No, I'm not here to collect. I'm here to help.
I appreciate that. So, what now? Do I have to activate something? I can put on my nice coat if necessary. If I have to wait in line, I'll wait in line. I don't complain.
The situation's a little less legal than that.
Oh. Do you need me to break in somewhere?
I'll take care of it. Just try to keep a low profile until I figure out how to validate your number.
All right. I can do that. I will wait here.
Milena, I met with both those dogs you made permits for. Now what?
There's a computer at the government kiosk that handles the augment permit registry. You'll have to access it, quote unquote.
You mean break in?
The code to the server room is 6788. Be careful, there may be other forms of security.
Alright, I got it.
Stay out of sight.
The only thing I am guilty of is being augmented.
Idiots are everywhere.
We should double the price. Bomb attacks.
How much longer is it going to be? Great, another one. Getting to be as many clanks here as in Golem. What? Not from here, are you?
What gives it away?
You just walked up to a police officer. And I have this funny feeling you expect something good to come out of it.
I used to be a cop, for what it's worth.
Let me guess, not in Prague. And not since the incident.
In America, Detroit, a long time ago.
I envy you. I look forward to the day that I can say I used to be a cop, a long time ago.
That bad?
If I could do it again, I would be a fireman. No one looks into a fire and thinks, shit, does this one really deserve it? You can just follow orders and feel good about it.
I recently got stopped at a fake checkpoint. If there was a cop around here, I might know what I'm talking about.
Draumir, he's a slippery fuck. Pays off all the right people, provides all these bullshit documents that prove he's legit. Regional inspector, my ass. I'm putting a file together.
A file? This guy's dressing up like a cop and harassing Augs in the street.
Sounds like 90% of the people I work with. Listen, the right amount of coin in the right kind of pocket, fancy-looking paperwork, those things go a long way in this city. Especially if the perception is that he's not really doing anything wrong. Just giving Augs a hard time.
There's more to it than that.
That's exactly what I think. Why don't you fill me in? What's Drahomir been up to behind my back?
There was a girl named Elena. The way she tells it, she was forced at gunpoint to work for Drahomir. They kept her in a little room and made her forge documents for them.
Why didn't she go to the police?
She was scared. A lot of people are scared.
Yeah, of course they are. Prague's going to hell. The bad cops don't care and the good ones are too busy filling out forms. Fuck it. Drahomir's been pulling this shit for long enough and I'm sick of being told to ignore it. Official police business now. Stay out of it.
Oh my god.
Time to shut it down, Drahomir!
Milena, I've got an update on your friend Drahomir.
I've seen Drahomir pretend to be many things. My friend was never one of them.
It's been taken care of. He's not gonna be a problem anymore.
Thank God. I don't know how you did it, but I'm glad you did. Listen, if you ever need documents for something...
I'll be fine. Thanks.
Keep an eye on your corners.
Radíme všem občanům, aby se vyhýbali přelidněným prostranstvím a pokud nevycházeli z domu.
Lovely city, yes? Come on. Keep it together.
How are you? Keep your safety off!
Yes.
You need it? I've got it.
Jež by nás Moldové nechali na pokoji. Jako by toho nebylo dost.
It's all right here.
Tak si pro mě pojď, Fišáku. Pro tebe za běžnou cenu.
Celá tahle situace je bezvadná.
Are you sure? Do you not think that sounds
This can't be happening to me.
Ridiculous.
Warm.
There's got to be some way to get out of this job. Warm.
Čau, koti. Seš tu sám?
Would have found him by now. Keep moving.
Leave, for your own good.
Hey, you won't live to regret your trespass!
I think you owe me a beer for that one.
We do not want you here. Do not push your luck any further, comrade.
Yes! That's what you get for messing with us!
Go away.
This dog!
Ёбаный хуй.
Right? Let's just get to the end of our shit properly.
The acoustics are strange.
Go check it out. Jensen! Thank God! I'm down in the dungeon, man. You remember the title of my super secret book, right?
I remember it's red.
Jensen! My favorite techno wonderkind! Sorry about the goons, man. They didn't give you too much trouble, did they?
They're not gonna be a problem anymore. What do they want? You behind on your protection money?
I don't think it's about money. I got this little misunderstanding with their boss, Otar. You know how it is with these gangster types.
Enough to know that there's no such thing as a little misunderstanding.
The Valley internal politics. I'm gonna get it sorted. Gonna see the big boss myself. As soon as... It's gonna be fine. You won't even know I'm in there. you'll feel weightless, far away, like you're someone else. But Kohler's gonna bring you back and make you you again. Before you know it.
What?
Oh, thank God. Take it easy. I swear I didn't mean to. Your retinal display should be back soon. You can still move, right?
Where did you?
I was trying to connect the unconnected, but you got some strange fucking ogs back there. I probably shouldn't have. Here, let me get you some water. Or something stronger, maybe?
Water.
You got it, Jensen. Just ease out, okay? Don't freak out. Rebooting was the only way to save you.
Save me from what, Kohler?
Core meltdown. You almost melted my chair. So I reset you, and I found these, I think it's better if I show you what I found. Bring up your system display. You need to see this for yourself. These are your implants. You're familiar with all these, right?
Yeah, David Seraph installed them. Took 2 years for my body to get used to everything.
Right. Well, I had to undo some of that getting used to.
What's going on, Kohler? Why do I feel different?
Something was trying to vampire the juice out of you. I couldn't figure out what until after the reboot. Turns out your Factory Zero is not the standard Factory Zero.
What am I looking at?
Experimental fucking test dogs, man. Hidden inside your body.
You're telling me I got more implants than I thought I did?
More than your body can handle. Pretty cool, right?
I'm not sure yet.
I want to show you what happens when you activate one of these suckers. See that? Major spike in your power consumption.
Where the hell did these things come from?
I can't answer that. All I know is the explosion must have woken them up. But man, you want to use these crazy fucking things? That's your right. We just gotta make sure it doesn't fry you. Now, I think I maybe got an idea on how to do that. Try shutting down one of your other implants. You know, just for fun. See that? Cooled you right down. You have the power to balance your system if you want. Just, you know, don't activate everything all at once.
What would happen if I did?
Well, you'd suffer some major glitches due to overheating. We're talking risk of permanent damage. So, you know, maybe don't do that.
Alright. Reset me now, Kohler. I'll reactivate what I need myself.
Okay.
Jensen, it's Miller. Listen, I need your eyewitness. This report as soon as possible. What's your ETA?
Depends on how many cops ask to see my papers.
Fuck. Not much I can do about... State police after yesterday's attack. Get in when you can. Miller out.
What a place.
I have searched for salvation, and I have found the answer. Use the light machine gun event. Join us. Do you despair for your future? Do you search for something? Something you never seem to find satisfaction? We have the answer.
Adam, what's going on?
These...
I can't take the attack.
Raise the machine gun. La controlní odestrověřovat poklady. Mějte prosím připravený průkaz postupu.
What is this?
Papers.
Checking
These papers are out of date.
The Santo group wishes you.
Excuse me.
Yes, you have the question.
When you wish upon a star.
What?
The song. It's in my head. It makes me think of it.
Got what you're looking for.
I hate watching the news. Wars, famines, murders.
Hold it, Clank. Let me see your permit, and be quick about it.
I'm sure you'll find everything in order, officer.
What's the matter, eh? I'm holding you up from some important, This is a BH-847.
Is that what it is? Sounds impressive.
Are you going to be a problem? Eyes to yourself. You are cleared through this checkpoint. Go about your business.
Not much going on. See you soon.
You'll recommend me at the bank?
Well,
What?
why?
It's very strict. And security? That's what I hear, but I've also heard of our clients.
Excuse me. Would you mind taking a photo of us?
What? I just gave you. Fine. 69JT.
Just a moment. I'm trying to help another customer. I'm sorry. What?
9JT6345NXU. You got that this time?
It's not showing up in the system, but we have been
Alex, this whisper chip you gave me, it's an easy plant?
You're heading into TF-29 already?
Our enemies aren't waiting around while we lick our wounds.
Fair enough. There'll be a data port on the NSN's motherboard. Access it and then just plug and play. Or plug and record in this case.
Got it. I'll let you know when it's done.
These guys who crashed the Dubai office, we still have no idea who they were. Right.
Rather not say.
You think one of them?
Adam, you're here. You made it in. It's good to see you're okay.
Hey, Aria, yeah, it was a close call. I got lucky. A lot of people didn't.
I was here working when the first reports came in. It was chaos. Phones ringing off the hook, people yelling, scrambling to find out what was going on. Then when Miller told me you were there,
I'm alright.
Good. You looking for him? Because he's tied up right now and meeting with Leon, I think.
Really? He's using the NSN right now?
Yeah, I just saw him. Oh, hey, that reminds me, here's yours.
What's this?
The card for the shooting range. Chang changed all the codes this morning, said something about only giving access to people he's vetted personally. The bombing really freaked him out. Third one in 6 months, can you believe it? I'm really glad you're okay.
Thanks, Aria. I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Yeah, I better get back downstairs. It's gonna be a busy day. Come by later if you want to talk.
Copy that.
I think Singh's got some kind of adrenaline addiction. He plays it too close to the edge.
You made it out of Dubai, didn't you?
I'm telling you, if it had been anyone but Jensen on the ground, Singh would be dead.
Well, you know what? I think you're right.
Agent Jensen! It is Jensen, yes?
Agent Singh. Wasn't expecting to see you again, in civvies at least.
Just passing through. I wanted to thank your team for the backup in Dubai. That sting went to hell faster than the storm did.
You're welcome, but I don't think you came all this way to say thanks.
Director Miller asked me to get Agent McCready up to speed. Now I have the red-eye flight back to Oman.
Headed into the field office there?
Not exactly. One of our black sites. I'll be dropped in as a captured enemy combatant. After I contact my fellow Jinn prisoners, I shall lead a very convenient escape.
Re-embedding with the Jinn. Aren't you taking a big risk, given everything that happened?
No choice. I would feel safer if we'd been able to shut down that signal booster at the hotel. But I would feel safer if I took the test job. You see is what I do. We need to find out who hit us. And the Jinn will be looking too.
Could they get a bead on our gate crashers faster than TF-29?
Perhaps. They do not like loose ends. An augmented kill squad with military training. Have you ever seen anything like it?
Yeah, once. But it's a long story. Did we get anything out of the cleanup operation?
Mostly corpses. Heavily augmented, as you know. Under those gold masks, they were ID scrubbed. No prints, no dentals, no DNA match. Professional.
Could still be ex-Bell Tower. Plenty of men and material went AWOL after the incident. A competing faction that listened in on Shepard's sale.
It's a possibility. The audits and investigations of Bell Tower will go on for years before we know how many rats jumped from that ship. At least we recovered their weapons. Unlisted. High spec. Military-grade augmentation. Enough to build another couple of you. That is a joke.
Right. It's the world we live in. Anyone with an exemption to the weaponized augment ban is a useful tool. Or a terrorist. Whoever they were, they knew exactly when the deal was going down. Any chance they were based locally, in Dubai?
No. After the incident, Dubai became the world's most luxurious tombstone. Perfect for the Jinn, but for no one else.
I thought human augmentation was frowned on in the Middle East. Why was Dubai hit so hard?
Because it was another world. Two other worlds, in fact. One of extreme augmentations in gold or crystal, and one of thousands of workers outfitted for construction. Then, that day.
I know.
No, Agent Jensen, you could not. Some called it divine punishment. But that day was not the work of a merciful God.
I don't envy what you've got ahead of you.
Actually, I'm looking forward to it. The truth is, when you've been under for long enough, you won't feel like an imposter out here, in the real world.
Yeah, I understand the feeling.
It is Jensen, yes?
This is so weird.
If we want to catch Janus, we're going to have to get creative, because nothing we're currently doing works.
Here are our top stories.
Agent Jensen!
I guess the transit authority.
You'd think one of them would pop up on the list. Agent Jensen! Guys, might as well be gone.
Explosives were designed to get maximum spread.
Where they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the US, millions of workers lost their jobs when the collective leaked classified corporate documents. causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt.
Negative. They're saying it was
All I see is strings
stolen.
of code swirling on my lid.
Last night, the collective published the tax returns of the 50 richest people in Switzerland.
I'm sorry, we're all in strung out shape.
Dr. Talos Rucker, former limb clinic doctor and current leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition. Rucker has chosen to leave his native Germany and to live in the Utrecht complex near Prague as a protest to draw attention to the upcoming Human Restoration Act vote. Rucker is a pacifist and believes that what is happening in Prague is what will happen all over the world if the Restoration Act becomes law.
I'm the guy doing this fucking job. Who the fuck are you?
Ah, Agent Singh, great poker player. I still owe him 100 credits. So I hope his incursion with the gin lasts another few months. You know, maybe he'll forget I owe him money.
I've been scrubbing through garbage for hours. Still nothing. No, it's the right call. I'm relieved, to be honest.
Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want anyone to survive.
Jensen, we need to talk. My God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it. I can see it happening.
No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Praha-Dovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up IntelliCam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station, you don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
I'm gonna need more information about this snoop of yours.
I don't know for sure that our cover's been blown, but if it has, we need to know before our enemies have a chance to do something about it.
You really think there's a risk here? Maybe someone's just poking around the fake website of a fake company.
If someone points a gun at me, I assume it's loaded. If someone hacks into the website of the company that serves as our cover, I assume they're doing it for a bad reason.
Such as?
Everything depends on who they are and what they know. But we're in the business of dealing with terrorists. If those terrorists find out where we are...
TF-29 likes its privacy.
Sure. More importantly, Chang likes being in one piece. Unlike you, I don't just brush off explosions.
You got an MO on this hacker?
At first I thought it might be the Collective.
But you're not convinced?
Not Janus's style to leave crumbs this big. But whoever it is, they risk exposing us. If the Collective ever found out where we operate... Oh my God, Jensen.
Maybe Janus knows already.
Hey, don't say shit like that. I get nervous enough as it is.
What can you tell me about our front company?
Praha-Dovos was designed to be forgettable. The kind of place you walk by 100 times and still can't remember.
It obviously caught someone's attention. What happens if we're compromised?
My guess, we dismantle and disappear. Agents go into hiding, Director burrows into some hole, poof, no Christmas party. I need you to find out as much as you can about our snoop. Make sure we're not in danger.
Alright, you have any leads?
I traced our hacker snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Hall Avenue. Just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these walls.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment. Access the computer they used and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it. As soon as I know something, so will you.
Most likely eyewitnesses were smashed in the explosion.
Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want anyone to feel safe.
Dr. Ozette, we have an outside call. Please urgent. Katarina Norton to Agent Norton, report to Agent Creed. Fully urgent. Urgent. Katarina Norton to Agent Creed's office. Agent Norton, report to Agent Creed. Fully urgent.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.